Dang y'all, there are some pretty interesting sneakers releasing this summer. Today I'm going to be breaking down some of the hottest and most unique upcoming sneaker releases for today's video. What's going on, people of the internet? I know it's been a hot minute, but quarantine has been kicking my butt as of late. Anyways, I am back, and I thought what a better place to dive back into than with my love language and some sneaker talk. If you're new to this channel, hey, how's it going? My name's Caitlin. I'm a sneakerhead and an entrepreneur on a mission to help encourage and inspire people to find their passions. Before we dive into today's video, I would love it if you guys hit that subscribe button and join the family to help me keep growing this channel. It honestly means so much to me. June has been a bonkers month for sneaker releases. With COVID and the protests, a lot of hype releases have been delayed, and I think pretty much every sneaker over the last 2 weeks has been pushed back. So today we're going to break the mold a little bit and take a look at some of the less traditional upcoming sneakers that are set to release this summer. These are the kicks that you look at and you have to pause for a hot minute and think about whether you're actually into them, whether they're hot or not. There's a lot of interesting and different looking sneakers getting ready to drop, and I actually feel like 2020 being such a weird year has allowed sneaker companies to really push the envelope in sneaker design, and it's actually kind of really fun to watch, see what they come up with. But yeah, I'm going to show you some of the more interesting upcoming sneaker releases and give my thoughts on them. Should you cop or not? We're going to begin with some shoes that are literally trash. No, like, actually, they're made from recycled trash. Of course, I'm referring to the Nike Space Hippie pack that is dropping in 4 different styles. They're made from recycled material and is supposed to give you the feeling of actual trash, and they're supposed to be really good for the environment. Honestly, I am really torn on these shoes. I love that Nike is pushing the envelope and using new technology while also helping the planet, but I definitely think they could have come up with a little bit of a better design. I'm pretty sure the reason they are predominantly gray is just because of the natural color from the recycled t-shirts they used and some of the other material, but personally I might have opted for a little bit of a better colorway if I was Nike. We know that Adidas is also launching their recycled shoe around the same time, and that shoe looks like a more traditional one, whereas the Space Hippie looks more unique and different. They're definitely a pair that'll make you stand out. Honestly, the more I look up pictures on the Space Hippies, the more they're slowly, and I mean really slowly, starting to grow on me. I do think the shoe has the potential to be a really dope signature shoe from Nike, but I don't know if all 4 designs will be a hit. I have a feeling a couple of the designs will show up at some outlet stores, so if I find one for the right price, I might pull the trigger, but I wouldn't want to spend much more than $130 on them, pretty much what they're going for retail on. So if you can cop them for retail, you know, why not? It's going to be an iconic new piece from Nike. You never know where they'll go from here on the recycled material. So if you can cop them for retail, yeah. If not, maybe just wait a bit and see if you can find them at a retail store, like I'm probably going to do. Coming up next, we have a 3rd generation collab with Nike and Sakai. I swear, Nike is just cranking out the collaborations right now. Following the success of the first 2 collabs, with the Blazers and the Waffles, the hype around the Nike Sakai is pretty high right now. But I definitely think Nike missed the mark with the 3rd iteration. Like, they hit 2 Grand Slam runs, they probably should have just stopped batting while they were already ahead in the game. Now, if this shoe at all helps drive down the price of the other 2 collabs, then heck yeah. But this is definitely a pass for me, and I would highly suggest you save up and try to scoop a pair of Sakai Waffles, as you can usually find some pretty decent resale price in those if you check the market. Obviously, the Sakai and Nike collabs have had a lot of different colorways and layers, but this 3rd iteration just has too much going on. There's too many layers with the addition of the 3rd one. It just looks like a disaster waiting to happen. I think Nike will ride the wave of the last 2 releases, and it may sell out pretty quickly, but just personally, I'm not about it. Next up, we're going to take a look at a shoe that I honestly don't know if it will ever actually get released to the public, because it's been hyped around the internet, but some believe it has been canceled for good. The shoe is the Nike SB Dunk collab with 7-Eleven. It's believed the shoe was tied closely with the 2020 Olympics in Japan, and since those were postponed, the shoe is currently on ice. However, given how much hype is around the shoe and the fact the Olympics could still happen in 2021, I would put my money on this shoe hitting the marketplace at some point. On the other hand, if Nike does scrap the shoe for good, this could become an instant legend in the sneaker world and fetch some pretty crazy prices for whatever limited stock was made. This colorway was pretty controversial on the internet, with a lot of people hating on it. I must say for myself, I kind of dig the colorway, but the actual shoe, not so much. 2020 is the year of the dunks. Nike is dropping them left, right, and center in every colorway under the sun, and the Chunky Dunky was pretty much the holy grail of dunks, and I feel like they got it right with that shoe. There was a lot of unique aspects, colors, and fabrics mixed into one shoe, and it was designed to be unique and stand out. With the 7-Eleven Dunks, the colorway is solid on its own, but they just slapped a 7-Eleven logo on it and called it a day. The brand placement is all wrong. It's just like the Supreme Air Force Ones that have just a tiny little Supreme logo on them. The brand association doesn't do anything for the shoe. I get that they wanted to be something retro and do something special, but I feel like they could have gone way harder at incorporating something more unique from 7-Eleven into the shoe. Come on, Nike. If they released these Dunks on their own without the 7-Eleven branding, I feel like they'd actually be pretty popular. For this Dunk to follow the hype of the Chunky Dunky leaves the Dunk fan wanting more. For that reason, if they ever release these, it's a nah for me. Moving on, we got the Supernova Pack coming out from Nike, which is releasing in 3 different silhouettes, including an Air Max 90, Air Max Plus, and the new Air Max 270 React. As you can see, the shoes are wrapped in a multicolored outer space kind of design and are totally out of this world. These 1000% look like grade school shoes that you're buying little Jack so he's looking fly in grade 5. I am a huge fan of the Air Max 90s, but it's such a classic shoe, and I think making a supernova of it kinda does it dirty. The shoe's taken you so far, Nike. Why you gotta mess with a clean classic? The shoe definitely screams little kids vibes, and maybe it was made for younger sneakerheads who maybe missed out on that 2012 Galaxy hype, but for me, it's definitely a nah. I just couldn't see myself rocking it with anything, and I feel like it's gonna sit on shelves for a long time, unless you're buying it for a kid or you're really into that Galaxy kind of hype. It's just not a shoe you want to go after. Man, I feel like I've hated on pretty much every one of these releases so far, so let's go find some dope upcoming releases that I would actually rock. Like I mentioned, I love the Air Max 90s, and in July they're dropping a beautiful off-white combo. I know they're not super out there, but y'all already know I love red sneakers, and I feel like the orange accents on the shoe mesh super well. In my opinion, it's one of the cleanest off-whites outside of the Jordan 1s, and I'm definitely hype on these bad boys. Will I actually end up copying these bad boys? Probably not, just because of the hype with off-white, and I know they're gonna be gone super quick, but if I got lucky, I would definitely love to have them in my collection. They look like a really dope shoe. I don't own any off-white. I gotta double check what the retail price on that would be, but they're such a dope shoe. Hats off to Nike, that's my favorite release of the summer. Next up, we got Nike showing more love to the ladies with the upcoming Perspective Pack, featuring an Air Force 1 and an Air Jordan 1, rumored to be dropping in June. I'm not gonna lie, these are absolute fire, especially the Air Force 1. The suede upper looks stellar in this shoe, and it really helps give it more of a unique chrome perspective. It's got like hints of purple coming through to tie it all together, and it just looks bomb. For women's exclusive, I think Nike absolutely crushed this, and I would definitely be looking to cop it. The Air Jordan 1s aren't quite as nice in my opinion. They added some weird kind of blue camo wave vibes on it. I think they got a little bit away from it, but the Air Force 1s with the suede are absolutely dope and an absolute cop in my opinion. So if you fit women's sizes, if you're a female sneakerhead out there, this is a shoe that you need to be hyped for. Find it, find the release date, mark it in your calendar, and try to get on this hype train. The last shoe that we're going to be covering today is another women's exclusive that is coming in hot, and man, is summer 2020 prime for the women in the house, which I'm not going to lie, is really nice to see. Us women sneakerheads deserve dope sneakers too, okay? Back off, guys, come on. The shoe, of course, is the off-white Air Jordan 4, which were rumored to release back in June, but did get delayed, and is confirmed to be releasing late in July, and it's definitely going to be worth the wait. The all gold / cream colorway on these bad boys is too clean. It's literally like you're wearing pureness on your feet when you rock these. I literally love everything about them. Virgil didn't mess too much with the classic Jordan 4, and they let the shoe do the talking for itself. Heck, even without the off-white name, I feel like these would be a hot commodity. Now, I'm not normally a Jordan 4 fan. I think they're a little too chunky, not sleek enough, but these are kind of a must cop if you're lucky enough to pull out a W. Now, obviously, like I said, this is a woman's exclusive, so it's only going to be available in some of the smaller sizes, which works for me, so yeah, let's go. If you fit into some of those smaller sizes, this is a shoe that you do not want to sleep on. I feel like it's going to be an instant classic in your collection and take your sneaker game up a couple notches. It just looks like an overall dope shoe. I mean, I'm not sure how much I would actually rock it in my everyday rotation, but it's dope. Well, looks like that is all the time we have on today's video, y'all. That's my breakdown on some of the more interesting and unique sneakers that are set to drop this summer in 2020. What are your guys' thoughts? Personally, I'm still torn on the Space Hippie pack from Nike, but the off-white Air Max 90 is my dark horse pick from the list. Leave your must-cop unique release down in the description below. I'd love to know what you're thinking. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch today's video. It means a lot to me that you would spend a few minutes out of your day with me. If you guys liked today's video, make sure you hit that like button and then hit that subscribe button to join the family. We should be back on a regular scheduled content here moving forward, and I can't wait to keep making videos for y'all. Also, wait, before I go, I sort of kind of have merch. I launched launched a brand called Unsilenced back in like 2017 and designed these Live Life Unsilenced shirts in 2018, and I figured now would be a great time to bring them back. The whole meaning behind the shirts is to use the voice you've been given, the influence you have to speak up and make a difference in the world. You've been given a voice for a reason. Use it in a positive way. I'll put the link for the shirts down in the description. If you'd like to support your girl and spread a positive message, it would be absolutely dope if you grabbed a shirt. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and supporting, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video.